If you deeply appreciate and love what creative people do and how they think, which is usually in unpredictable and irrational ways, then you can start to understand them. And finally, you can see inside their minds. I liked that combination between creativity and the creative process and the organization needed to make a business like this successful worldwide. When something has to be done, do it. In France, we are full of good ideas, but we rarely put them into practice. If you control your distribution, you control your image. It is not enough to have a talented designer, the management must be inspired too. The creative process is very disorganized, the production process has to be very rational. In the luxury business, you have to build on heritage. I take time to get close to, and I don't immediately throw my arms around someone. When something has to be done, do it. In France, we are full of good ideas, but we rarely put them into practice. Louis Vuitton, the world's biggest luxury brand in terms of sales, is planning to dampen its expansion worldwide and focus on high-end products to preserve its exclusive image. What we do in our group is the opposite of the bad effects of globalization. We produce in Italy and in France and we sell to China when usually it's the opposite. China is clearly going to be the #1 economic power and it is already full of potential, with lots of population and the buying power increasing by the day. It's true that I am not from the South and I have a certain reserve. I take time to get close to, and I don't immediately throw my arms around someone. But it is more a question of style. I am and will remain a tax resident in France and in this regard I will, like all French people, fulfill my fiscal obligations. When I was working in my first job engineering construction, what I liked the most was working with architects and making buildings that had this creative side coming from the architect and that was making them a big success. Once we decided to do a tower in New York, it had to say something about our group, reflecting the mix of modernity and creativity in our organization. It's a symbol. Working in the context